One side, bring it over. About like that. Hi, I'm Rob. Today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to show you my fly tying area and how I organize things and keep things going along as I'm tying. So, give you a quick tour of my office. Well, my office is kind of a couple different areas. I got the music area, the art area, the actual desk, and the fly tying area. So let's take a look at the fly tying stuff and how I organize everything. Like a lot of folks, I did not start out with the best and the greatest of fly tying stuff. I currently have, this is a smaller scale roll top desk. My wife got me this for our anniversary, and I love the thing for fly tying. I use this all the time. And in my little area, I got a tablet. I can watch tying videos. Get that out of the way. These are the R&D flies and stuff I'm working with. These are all flies I need to get put away. That's my buddy Rick, who passed away. He was a good guy, police detective. It's my mom at Disneyland. That's from Ed Bendel for the fall of the World Trade Center. He made the Patriot fly, and Ed was in my, he's one of the folks I included in my book on Adirondack, the history of Adirondack fly tying. He was a great guy. Those are flies that I photographed by Lee Wolf, the ones with the green background. And my wife got me this. That's machined aluminum placard. I got a picture of me with a lake trout, picture of my buddy Jimmy Kelso. I did a lot of steelhead fishing with him. Got kind of my books and a couple other books, some Jeff Currier prints. So here's how everything kind of goes. Let me get this back out of the way. So in my desk, I tie on, I like the Regal. You can buy whatever vise you want, but this is the one that works the best for me. And I have a waste bin, which that is a valuable addition to your fly tying. I have a blue background because a lot of times it helps me see as I'm tying the fly better. I got this for Christmas, and this is great. It's a rubber mat from Hairline. If you drop a bead on it or whatever, it's not going to roll off. It works really well. I've got extra thread, floss, and tinsel in these. I use a lot of sheet foam when I tie, so I've got sheet foam. Over here I got the hooks that I use the most, and down here I usually have beads and cones. This is extra UV cure and paints and stuff that I end up using. These are just some flies I've collected over the years, and this I save all the little empty bags. I use these a lot, whether sending some flies to somebody or something like that. I've got extra thread in here. I've got a couple dubbing assortments and fly collections down here. So that's the basic desk setup. Over the top of it, I've got a really good light, and it's just a simple desk lamp from Amazon, but it's LED and it's got 2 light modes that you can use. Up here on my bookshelf, this is a weird thing somebody gave me. This is a machinist made this, and I think it makes a really neat decoration. It's plexiglass and aluminum. He made himself a fly reel. So over here I've got This is some of the stuff I go through a lot. These are for my flies. These are the materials, because sometimes I sell smallmouth bass kits or I sell panfish kits, and those are the stuff that I use the most on that. That's my tool block, all of my tying tools. I got thread burners, some glue, hair stacker, got some extra UV cure. These are fly tire magazines that I had stuff in, and I got a magnifying glass and another magnifier. Over here I got, this is my little keyboard vac, and I love this thing. This thing is great for fly tying. I've got set of bass flies. These we did videos on recently, and I put those all in a box. That all came out nice. I've got this little caddy type thing, and this gives me some extra storage. Usually the stuff I work on where I'm doing articles for American Angler, I keep this set of flies because I may have to, if something goes wrong with the photographs, I got to reshoot them. I got all those. These are just empty plastic boxes. I got an empty drawer, so I actually have extra space. And this is where I keep the flies for my fly sets. Underneath, I've got, this is my portable tying stuff that I take when we go camping, just like we did in PA. And I was tying coffin flies and green drake emergers on it. And those are all my stuff for Euro nymphs and trout streamers. Got some extra boxes if I sell some flies. This is the one thing that I do storage wise. I have this 2 file cabinet that matches the desk. And I love these things. I put everything in Ziploc bags with the little plastic zip that go across. And I label the bag. So when I'm tying, if I go from pattern A to pattern B, I can get all the stuff out in a couple of minutes. And before I had this system where I have everything filed and in those zip plastic bags and labeled, I'd waste a lot of time just trying to get the next material out. So that's something that's really helped out a lot. The bottom drawer is usually bigger stuff. Like synthetic furs, bucktails, extra pieces of sheet foam. There's extra hooks and a whole box of bucktails in there. So a lot of the bulky stuff that takes up a lot of room I put in that drawer. But that gives me a simple system and organization to go ahead and tie with. And it saves a lot of time. Did a lot of fumbling before, especially when I switched from one pattern to another. Now it's really simple for me to put everything together. I know some folks have they've got entire rooms for fly tying, and I've got my corner over here, but it works really well for me. If you have any questions or comments, or you got some ideas that I missed on how to organize, send them along as a comment on the video, and I get back to everybody on those. And as always, thanks for watching.